Let's take a look at more examples on solving division of polynomials. Now we have gone over the steps of how do we divide one polynomial by another polynomial. Let's quickly revisit those steps here. So we write dividend and divisor polynomials in standard form. Next, we divide first term of dividend by the first term of divisor. This gives us the first term of the quotient. We multiply the quotient, the term in the quotient, with all the terms of the divisor. Then we subtract this product from dividend. This gives us the new dividend. Then we repeat step 2 and 3 until we cannot do the division any further. How do we know when the division process stops? We know when the degree of the dividend is less than degree of divisor, the division process stops. So at that point, the dividend which is left is the final dividend, and we add all terms in the quotient to give us the final quotient. So now let's take a look at more examples. So let's start with relatively simpler examples. So let's say we have px, which is given as a polynomial which is given as 2 plus x plus, let's say, 3x squared. So this is our polynomial px, and let's say we should use gx. We reserve q. Well, we don't reserve, but we typically use q for the quotient, right? So let's say gx equals x minus 1. So we want to divide these two. So what is the first step? Well, first step is to write both of them in standard form. So let's write the polynomial px over here. So 3x squared plus x plus 2. So this is our dividend polynomial, and then we divide this by x minus 1. So let's have some rough working area over here. So the first term is 3x squared. We divide this by first term of our divisor, which is x. So this gives us 3x, right? 3 will be here, and x, 1x cancel out. So 3x. So the first term is 3x. Now we take 3x and multiply that with all terms of the divisor. So we get 3x times x is 3x squared. 3x times minus x is minus 3x. Now we subtract this. So this will be minus, this sign will be plus, cancel out. So plus 3x plus x, so it will be 4x, and this 2 will come down. Now our first term is 4x. So we divide 4x by x, and we simply get the number 4. So we have plus 4. Now we take the plus 4 and we multiply it with all terms of the divisor. So 4 times x will be simply 4x. 4 minus 1 will be minus 4. Now the signs will reverse when we subtract, so this cancel out. Plus 4 plus 2, 6. At this point the division will stop because we have a constant polynomial here. Now what is our quotient? Our quotient simply is we add all the terms over here, so which will be 3x plus 4. So this will be our quotient polynomial, 3x plus 4. And our remainder polynomial here is simply the number 6. Let's take a look at one more example. This time, let's say we have the polynomial given as, let's say maybe x raised to the power 4 plus 3x cubed plus 2x squared plus 2 plus x, right? And we want to divide this polynomial by, let's say, the polynomial which is maybe simply x plus 5. So we want to divide this polynomial. I'm randomly writing some polynomials. So we want to divide px by gx. So let's write the polynomial in standard form. So this will be x power 4 plus 3x cubed plus 2x squared plus x plus 2, right? So this is our dividend polynomial, and our divisor polynomial is simply x plus 5 over here, right? So this is going to be our some working area over here. Now the first term is x power 4. So this is our first term. We divide this by x, we get x cubed. So our first term here is x cubed. We multiply this by both terms, so we get x power 4 and we get 5x cubed, right? we subtract this out, so this cancels out. So minus 5 plus 3, so you get minus 2 here, minus 2x cubed. Then we have 2x squared plus x plus 2, right? These are the remaining terms. Now our first term is minus 2x cubed. So we divide this by x, we get minus 2x squared. So the next term is minus 2x squared. So we take this and multiply it with both the terms. So we get minus 2x cubed and minus 10x squared. Minus 10x squared. Now we subtract it, so sign changes, so this cancel out. So this will be plus 10 plus 2, 12. This time we have 12x squared plus x plus 12, right? Now our term, first term is 12x squared. So we divide this by x. So we get 12x. So next term is plus 12x. And we multiply this, so we get 12x squared and 60x plus 60x, right? So this we subtract this, cancel out. So this will be minus 59x plus 2. So let's do it over here. So we have minus 59x plus 2. Now, so our first term is minus 59x. We divide this by x. So we get simply minus 59, right? So then we write minus 59 over here. And then we multiply minus 59 by this. We get minus 59x. And we get minus 59 times 5. So this is a big number. So let's quickly try to find out what that number is. So we have 59 times 5. So 45, 4, 25, 29. So we will get minus 295. So when we subtract, sign changes, right? So we will have this plus this, or 297. So our quotient, when we do this division, is this one over here, which is x cubed minus 2x squared plus 12x minus 59. And our remainder, Rx, is 297. Let's take a look at maybe one last example. Let's say our polynomial this time is simply 3x squared plus 5x plus, let's say, 9. And we want to divide this by, this time let's try to keep it really simple, straightforward. Maybe x minus 2, right? So we want to divide this by this polynomial and find out what is the quotient, what is the remainder. So now both of them are already written in standard form, so we will simply just write them again. So we have this, this, and this over here. This is our dividend, and this is our divisor. So we take the first term, which is 3x squared, divide that by x, which is this first term over here, and we get 3x squared. We get 3x, right? First term is 3x. So when we take 3x, multiply with both the terms here. So we get 3x squared and minus 6x. Now when we subtract, the sign reverses. So this cancel out. So 6 plus 5 is 11x plus 9. This 9 comes down. Now we have 11x divided by x. So this will be simply 11, right? X cancel out. So plus 11. Then we multiply 11 with both the numbers. So we will get 11x minus 22. 11 times 2 is 22, minus here. Then the signs will change, cancel out. And this one will be 31. So at this point the division stops. So we say our quotient when we do this division is 3x plus 11. And we say our remainder here is simply 31. So these are more examples of how we do long divisions where we divide one polynomial by another polynomial.